Before I start this commentary, I just want to let you guys know this gameplay does not belong to me. I go to this channel that lets me download free gameplays to use, so the ones that are mine, I will let you guys know before the video starts, or I just won't say anything about it. The story that I'm bringing to you guys today is probably one of the most intense stories that I have on my channel so far, and I was going to save it for a more bigger milestone on my channel, but I decided, hey, why not just go ahead and share this with you guys, because there'll be a lot more stories to come that's crazier than this or something like this. But as you can tell by the title of this video, it's either going to be most intense shroom trip or second time trying shrooms, one of the two, because the most intense shroom trip I had was the second time I tried them. First time I tried them, only ate like a gram and I really didn't feel that much, but second time I was stupid and I ate a quarter. And the reason why I did eat that quarter is because I noticed the gram didn't do much to me, so I tried the quarter. Now, I was at my grandma's and it was me and two of my other friends. It was just us there, and we actually went and picked them ourselves because we knew which kind they were. But I highly recommend you guys don't even do these type of psychedelics, and especially don't go out in just some random cow pasture and pick shrooms unless you know what they are. I'm not telling you to do it. If you do, this on you. We got about a half ounce all together, and we had some weed. So we would go back to my grandma's, and we were sitting there, and I eat a quarter, they split the other quarter, and we go outside after we eat them to smoke some weed. And it's getting dark around this point because it's in the summertime and it's around 9 o'clock, so it's getting dark. And we go outside and we smoke the cigar, and while we're outside, everything every 30 seconds, I guess, maybe 15, I don't know, you can feel like something different going on with you. Maybe your stomach rattling or something. However, for me, it wasn't like that. I was standing there, and each time the cigar got to me again in rotation, I started feeling more just, I guess, zoned out. And the cars that would come down the highway, because it's a main highway that a lot of cars go down, I would look and I couldn't even see the car. It would be just really, really bright headlights just going down the highway, and that kind of tripped me out because I thought, hey, my vision's going bad. I don't know what to do. And it was only 20 minutes after eating these, so most people say it takes like an hour to an hour and a half to kick in fully. But I weigh like 140 pounds. I'm real skinny, so it really hit me faster than it did my other friends, because my other friends were like 160 and 180. Next thing I know, I tell them, I'm like, hey, we need to go back in because something's not feeling right. So they're like, okay, man. I'm like, are you guys feeling anything? They're like, no. And whenever they said no, I started feeling really, really more weirded out, because I felt like, hey, maybe I ate the poisonous one that I didn't know about, because there was one in there that was really, really potent looking, and I was like, I'm gonna eat it. So I did. And we start walking back in, and by this time my grandma gets here, and I'm tripping out because she was not supposed to be here at this time. So we go in my room, and we're sitting there, and my buddy's telling me a story about the time he was shooting at a deer or something, and he said it was a long ways away from him. And right when he said long, I was already staring down at the floor, and my leg with the carpet just starts going as far stretched out as it can. And as soon as I shake my head, I look, and then it just zooms back into normal, just perfect. And I told him, I was like, nope, we got to go in here. Let's go watch TV. And they was like, what happened? I was like, I don't want to tell you guys because you're not going to believe me, because you're going to think I'm faking it. And so we walked back in there, and we was sitting on the couch, and I was like, let's watch some TV. So we turned the light out, which is a terrible idea. And we turned the TV on, and that TV, you guys, all right, my grandma was outside, so it was just us in the living room, and she was outside talking to some dude about wanting to buy my motorcycle. So we was sitting in there watching TV. It was like the nature show, and I noticed the trees, it felt like they were communicating with each other and slapping at each other. I don't know if that makes sense, going inside of each other, I guess. But I thought that was really weird. And then the voices from the TV started, I thought they were talking to me directly in my head, and it really, really tripped me out bad. So I was just sitting there, listening to it, and I started getting cold chills, bad anxiety. My body started feeling really, really warm and fuzzy, and I was like, oh no, here comes the anxiety. So I'm sitting there trying to wear it off, and it just gets worse. I look at the TV, and there's this coffee table below the TV where all these tiles are, and the reflection off the TV hits these tiles, and it's all white at first, but as soon as the white colors, I look down and see them, it all switches to multicolor, like red, yellow, green, blue, purple, just anything, and they don't like flicker fast, they just kind of morph into like each other, like different colors, like shades of color. So I stood up and I turned the light on and I screamed, I said, "No, this is not happening." And my friends was like, what is it, dude? I was like, dude, you don't even want to know, man. I looked at the table, it started flashing colors, and they're sitting there thinking, oh, dude, that's cool, why can't I see flashing colors? And at the time, before that, I was like, maybe I could see some flashing colors. And when I did, I hated it because there was nothing you could do about it. I was sitting there just looking and trying to make my mind stay straight and make them go away, but nothing would happen. So besides flashing colors, turning different shades. So we stood up, and about 30 minutes later, my grandma comes back inside, and this is where I start tripping bad because I was trying to play my guitar, and while I was doing that, I would pick it up and I would play like one little, I would just strum it, and I'd be like, I forgot what the song is, and I'd just set it down, and then I'd pick it up a second later, and then I'd play another chord, and I'd be like, oh, I forgot, and then I'd set it down. And then I was just, basically it felt like I was losing my mind because I could not control my actions or thoughts. Everything just started getting bad for the next 30 minutes into that. And then about an hour after that, my buddy, he's like, yo, bro, I think I'm going to have to head out to the house because, it's like 11 o'clock at night and his grandpa's wondering where he's at. I'm like, okay, bro, you sure you're good to drive? Because we're only 2 hours into this. It could get worse. And he was like, yeah, man, I'm good. So I was like, all right, bro, you be safe. And he was like, all right, man, see you later. So he leaves, and me and my buddy Justin come inside. And at this point, I tell my grandma because I am tripping bad. And I told on myself. I didn't tell Justin or tell on my buddy Justin. I just told on myself. And I was like, Mama, I ate some I said magic mushrooms at the time, and she was like, oh my God, you're gonna die, them things will kill you. And you guys, the only reason why I told my grandma is because I was tripping already. And when she told me that I was going to die, I swear the whole scenery in her house felt like I was literally in hell or purgatory. I'm not joking. It felt like the devil was in there with me. It was so terrible. Like, if you guys have ever done this, you know where I'm coming from. And most of you that haven't done this, you're thinking, you just say you was tripping hard, but you're really not. Guys, I'm not bringing the story out here to lie to you. I'm telling you this story because I thought it was really, really entertaining, but really fucking scary at the time. So everything in this story is not made up, I promise you that. But to make the long story short, because I'm wrapping it up right now, I start feeling better. Me and my buddy goes outside to get some fresh air, and there's like these chains hanging down. Well, I was like, Justin, watch this. And I look at the chain, and everything that's happening in my mind doesn't happen the same in his. So he don't see what I'm seeing, but I'm moving this chain with my mind. Like, it's literally moving and turning into twos with my mind, because it's like 2 hours into it, I can start trolling it myself. I don't know if that's even possible or if that should have been possible, but I was doing it. I could make anything happen that I wanted to. I was literally moving my hand, like waving it in front of my face, and I could see like little flashes of my hand just flickering by. Like, I don't know how to explain it, like a little handprint in the air. And most people say they can do that, but they'll have to wipe it away. No, I would just close my eyes and open them, and the handprint would just be gone like that. So I thought that was really cool. But you guys let me know what you think of this story, and let me know if you want to hear any other crazy stories like this, because I'm sure I will have more in the future. Stay tuned for more of these stories, guys. And the moral of the story is, don't do psychedelics unless you really know you can handle them, because me, I can't. I mean, I might try them again one day, but I really, really can't handle psychedelics because my mindset is not like some of you guys. Some of you guys don't even care. Like, y'all could do them and be like, oh, I see a little man walking down the highway, a little purple guy, and it won't even trip you out. Now, if I seen that, dude, I would be flipping my shit. I would be screaming in the floorboard thinking, go away, you evil demon, go away. But, yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this story. There'll be more in the future, and you guys have a great day. Peace.